Hi, in this video we are going to learn Jenkins installations along with how to configure pipelines. Jenkins pipeline. So for this in pipeline, I'm just taking that as a simple example. My first job will be do that build. On that this build, it will take that my web apps, web applications running, and it will do that a package first in dev build, and in second job it will take that the package war file and deploy into that Tomcat container, and in third job will be do that deploy that war file in test container or Tomcat. So this video I just want to say that how to configure pipelines with Jenkins and view on running that activity manually or automatic. So for this we need a few software install it here. If you have already done, that's fine. If not, then you can do that now onwards. For example, you have to install that JDK, and I'm using JDK 1.8, and for this example minimum 1.5 required. Apache map 1 3.9 I'm using, and you can install 2.x onwards. Apache Tomcat, a minimum 5 is required for running this Jenkins war file and Windows. So I have just downloaded that Jenkins from Jenkins website, Jenkins war file from Jenkins website. If you have already done, that's fine, otherwise you can download from here. Just click on that any one of the war file and place that in Tomcat container. I have already did that, and I'm going to display. Just place that Jenkins war in your web apps folder and start the Tomcat. So after starting, you'll be able to see that Jenkins is running something like that. So this is all about first installation system of Jenkins. Second one, you can with help of that war file you can run by java -jar and that name of war file and home locations of Jenkins. And third one, you can directly install that by installer from downloading the installer from Jenkins. Okay, so this is all. Now I'm going to do that job activity. This activity is already done. So while you're starting the Tomcat, you can run that by whatever support is there. I'm using 8081 and the Jenkins. My web applications is going to be run in same container. At the moment nothing is there and not working, so I'm going to verify one by one step. I have this software or not with me, and then the dev deploy and dev test deploy. Now I'll first verify the Java. And then I'll do that so now I'm going to do the packaging of my war file. Yeah, one more time I'll do that. This is my project structure. Only I have one JSP file and one POM file over here in SRC main web resource and index.jsp is there. So now I'm going to make a war file with a map1 clean package, And this step only I want to make it automated if anyone is going to change that in code. So in a night basis deployment will be done in dev and test environment. So now I got that target and war file. Now again I have to do that manually copy from here to the Tomcat container, or by a script. So better I'll configure that Jenkins. So let's see how that Jenkins pipeline will work. Just go to that first step. After installations, make sure you have installed the plugins. So go to that manage Jenkins, and then manage plugins, and build MS. Okay, sorry, I have to click install. I have already did that, so due to that it's build pipeline plugins, it's already there. Now I'm going to create a new first job, which is dev build. I'll choose various style, click on the OK. Then I'll go to that my Jenkins job again, and in advanced tab I'll choose that use workspace. I'll paste the workspace details where my project is there. I don't have anything from SVN at the moment or any repository, so source code management will be none. Build trigger I'm going to do manually, and build environment I'm not going to do anything, but in build I'll choose that command executions, and the command will be just map on clean package that to each before each join us after we go. Yeah, click on save. So first job is done. Similarly we have to create two more jobs. Click on that advanced. Again workspace is required, from where I'm going to go to the war file. Come all the way down, nothing is required. In again build a step, just choose that command Windows and paste the command whatever we are going to do. Yeah, now we got that two job. We'll test one by one both is working separately or not. So my parent job will be there, dev build, dev deploy will be child for dev build, and test deploy after dev deploy. Yeah, so both is working properly. So once this is done, then yeah, I'll set the dependency for parent child. Dev build my parent one. Now child job was not there, so really I didn't choose. Now we can choose that post build, other build, and choose that dev deploy. Save it. Now I'll go to that and create the pipeline. it's coming def test pipeline. By default the def build will be there here, first project name or job name, and I want to keep it 3 or 2 is the fine. Click on the OK. So now we are able to see that first will be def build, then def deploy will be happen. I'll do one thing, I'll clean that my work as project work file locations, and even the from Tomcat we don't have at the moment. So now I'm going to run manually. Job is started. You can watch that output from here. What is happening? It's done, and it will automatically fire that the second activity. Yeah, second is also done. So we'll see the work is copy the file from something is done successfully. This activity is done now. Now we'll go and see that Tomcat. Now we got this PAR file which is done by the second job, and inside over here also we got the target folder. Yeah, so I'll go to my applications now and test it. Yeah, it's done. Build pipeline view, this is done now for the day. I'll go to that web apps now. If I'll say that I am changing pipeline and just did that, if you do that this and check in that git repository, by default triggers will be happen. So now I did that manually in this file. Again I'll go and build it, not build it, I'll run it one more time. Yeah, web apps var deployment has finished now. If I'll go and hit that my URL, yeah, build pipeline view I am changing in the pipeline. The first flow is done. How to do that? They building the var file and deploying the development. I'll set that one more dependency parallel. Once this dev deployment is done, one test line also done together. So for this I have to just create the test deploy freestyle project. Yeah, and nothing is required at the moment. I don't have any other Tomcat, so I'm just going to print the hell equal. So in test deploy we have to set the dependency again parallel after dev deploy, and I set that a manual deployment. You can set that either manual deployment, or we can set that by automatic. So if you want to set that automatic, just you have to do that over here, test deploy. And if you want to do that, run this job manually, then just you have to go to the build other project and run manually, and it will come. Just deploy and save it. Now I'll get to the pipeline view, test deploy, it's coming over here, then run it one more time. deployment finish, I'll just, yeah. So if we'll go and see that output over here, it will like that. Similarly, we can set that in this dependency after doing this deployment as well. For example, I'll go to that this is my parent one, these are both child at the moment. Now I'm going to, this is the parent, this is that sub parent and sub parent one. So for this, just go to configuration, in post build sections, just have to do that change other build project and save it. Now if I'll go to that my and run it, so what is happening? First is the my pipeline, then dev build, then dev deploy, and then test deploy, and then test deploy. After that I said that the parallel, and either you can put that to several jobs like running JUnit, Sonar and other activity parallel, and after that you can deploy that in test environment. Is tested like and Selenium test, performance test, unit test and all parallelly again, and accordingly this is that manual or something like that, so just we have to run manually. So now we'll get the such kind of a view and set that a parallel activity. So this is all about how to configure build pipeline in Jenkins with a parallel activity. So I'm considering or hoping this video will be helpful for you. Please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.